Hello, this is Just Saying, better known as Cypress Golden Bronze. I watched News Now today, and Roland did a countdown. The 10 most interesting stories that happened in 2015 regarding police brutality. You know, something that has, I don't know if it was all, yeah, it was, because each one, and the top one was when the church in North Carolina, and the 9 people got shot. That was the top one. I was really surprised. He put Selma number 3. Ugh. That's just getting together and whatever. I didn't take that serious. And it was really interesting that he chose the 9, because I kind of stopped following that, because the people got up forgiving. It was more of a forgiving thing, and to me that's you can expect something like that to happen again when you do stuff like that. That's not cool. So I kind of left that. And I thought it was interesting. That was his top one. It was good. The show was really good. I enjoyed it. Loved your show, Roland. Now, I also want to say something, because I never did talk about Sandra Bland. I never did talk about her ever. And it was a reason. It was just something I felt that something wasn't clear, very clear. So I didn't make that many comments. And actually, I looked at myself yesterday, and I saw myself in Sandra Bland. I did, I really did. But I also found out she's Black Lives Matter. She was an activist, and them saying that policeman followed her to, give her problems. Maybe that's what the reason is. So they need to be on the outlook for police. We got to look out for the police now. What? That's what we were talking about there is, and it's been like that though. You know, things like this, things like this have always been in existence for black people. So they got to do things differently, and not the same. And we need to get the order back in the police department. Otherwise, I don't think they'll be respected. And after that, who knows where that'll go. I was attacked, and I keep saying this, by the network manager of Twitter, 2 of them. POTUS, that claims he's Obama, FBI, and Justice Department. And for some reason I think anybody can type that kind of crap. I thought about it to myself, because if they really didn't like the things, and they thought I was threatening, she's threatening me, right? And I'm like, really? Threatening? Let's talk about threatening. Let's talk about murder. Let's talk about rape. Let's talk about abuse to children. Let's talk about it. Threatening. What is that? What do you all mean by that? Threatening. That I've threatened you. Having pride, I'm pro-black. Having pride as a black person, is something wrong with that? I want to be black other than anything else. And I care about the real big concern are our children that are being murdered, and no one's doing time for it. And then they had that man. Oh, his story was the one that did all the rapes. I don't think that's funny. For some reason, it just gives me the chill. He's 28 years old. And then he had enough nerve to cry. That's just amazing. Black people don't have any worth in this world. None. But we are the richest. We come from Africa. And Africa is one of the richest out of all of them. Europe is just a hat like this to Africa. And, you know, they think that they're higher than God, but we are the ones that will just, we can walk on gold and diamonds. And a black man always had a sense of how to help anything, crops, wars, anything, survive, because they managed Africa. It's in their blood. And that's what I thought when I voted for Obama. You know. And he is, no matter if he's black, if he's mixed, he's still black. You know, and I did give him those props. You know, that he can uphold that torch. And no, he didn't. No, he didn't. He wasn't what I would want my grandchildren to. I don't want them to have the mindset of Obama. He obviously is staying away from blacks that need him, or some blacks that are getting shot. And he's keeping his space with that. He's from us. The mothers, the crying mothers. He, you know, it's, I don't know. He did that, and he gave a young boy some kudos about saving 3 girls. And you know what? I am so tired of his stupidity. I really am. And I looked and I saw where he's not. He's going to be president until 2017, January 20th. I got to do some more research, because I thought he was out of there in 2016. And then I have to check and see when the next, I just really don't, I thought he was out of there next month. I really did. So I really have lost track. I can't get in the middle of this picture. So that's it, all the excitement. I'll probably be back on once I see something on TV. I'm not looking at news. I've looked at my news for today, News Now. And it would be nice to have your own little network. And a lot of people that I know are doing little network TV, which is smart. You do your own and find out how much it'll cost, because it all depends on how do you want to present it on the computer. The cost may be very low, and that's what I'm going to check out. And I'm going to do a bit just saying with guests. That's going to be hot, really. So I'm not threatening anybody. I have to repeat that, but I am pro-black. I do say blue-eyed devils, because those are the people that killed my ancestors and my children, and killing us today. All of those cops, look at them. You won't miss them. If I keep saying that, you'll know who they are. Now, I was reading through Facebook, and a policeman was giving gifts out the other day while he's doing traffic or something. And I thought that was really nice. That's the kind of world we want to live in. But the things that the African American is going through here in America is purpose. And Africa, the big explosion near Nigeria a couple of days ago, wasn't that bad? So Africa is struggling as well. So, you know, we have to keep on pushing and keep on keeping on. I want to say this: Black Lives Matter. Oh yes, Black Lives Matter. Police brutality started that. They're not trying to pick out a race of one particular, but in this case it is, and it's never going to change. I wouldn't suggested keep it Black Lives Matter. You know? Never turn the other cheek. Fight back. Fight until all the blood is out of you. Just, you can't do it no more. Okay? Have a good day. I may be back with some good stuff. Bye, all you network managers. See you later. Ashe.